Which seems to be starting behind schedule. We are with the arrival of our president, and he's already on the way. As soon as he comes in, the program will commence immediately. Thank you very much. Please let's be seated and get set for the program. Thank you.
Number 4. Let's go and sit down, sir.
All right, please, you can take your seats now. Please, those at the back, please can you look for convenient spaces behind and take your seats. We are about to start the program right away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this opportunity to welcome all of us to the logo unveiling event for our 52nd annual conference, Garden City 2022. Put your hands together. It is a rare privilege. It is a rare privilege for us to have this event to be held in Port Harcourt today. And we are so excited that Mr. President is here himself to also do us these honors today. And he's not only here himself, he's here with a retinue of high-profile ranking citizens of River States. But before we go ahead, please, ladies and gentlemen, noble colleagues, I'd like us to rise as to take the opening prayer for this event. And may I invite Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Wokoma Wanko, FNIPS, the fellow of the institution, to please do us these honors. Who can you pray? Our Heavenly Father, we thank you. Thank you for such a gathering. That we foster the unveiling of the logo of the 52nd Annual Conference of Nigerian Institutional Estates of North Africa. Thank you for making this event possible. Lord, the prayer I make is that as our president and Notaraj will unveil the logo, and God, let success be unveiled, let progress be unveiled, let preservation and protection of life be unveiled, and God, let unveiling of your blessings beyond human comprehension come upon our institution and the members of our institution. In Jesus' mighty name we are prayed. Amen. Let's go stand and take our national anthem in the same way. 1, 2, go. Nigeria's to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Thank you very much. You may take your seats honorably. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go straight to the program, I'd like to use this opportunity to just quickly do some introduction of dignitaries that we have here in our midst. In no particular order, as I make these introductions, please do well. If your hands are not too busy, jam those hands for us. In no particular order, please, ladies and gentlemen, may I use this opportunity to recognize the presence of Honorable Estate Surveyor and Valuer M.O. Chinda, member representing Obiakpor constituency in the River State House of Assembly, is here in our midst. Okay. All right. May I also use this opportunity to recognize Honorable Sir Orwell Ihunda, JP, the Mayor of Port Harcourt City Local Government Area, who are together for the Mayor of the city. He's not here alone, he is here with a retinue of his entourage from the City Council. I can see a couple of them behind him. You're all welcome. May I also use this opportunity to recognize the Executive Chairman of Obiakpor Local Government Area, Honorable Barrister George Ariolo, and his entire entourage. You're welcome, sir. You know, it is not easy to pull out two chairmen of two different local governments. By the grace of God, by their presence here, we are secure. From Obiakpor Local Government Area side, we are secure. From Fanga, we are secure. So I'd like to borrow this thing. No shaking. No shaking. We should all be comfortable here. All right. May I also use this opportunity to introduce our own Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Chief Anodom Onoha, is here in our midst. Please jump these hands together. In no particular order, I'd like to also introduce some of our distinguished colleagues who came in all the way from Lagos to also join this event. Estate Surveyor and Valuer Alsato Osawaye, fellow of the institution. You're most welcome. May I also introduce a council member here in our midst, Estate Surveyor and Valuer Monday Idiwe, a fellow of the institution. He is also the Assistant National Secretary of our great institution. Thank you very much. You're welcome, sir. I also like to introduce to you one of our own. She's going to be speaking here very shortly too. She also flew all the way from Lagos, Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Mrs. Jumoke Akure. Please put your hands together for her. Right, while we're just trying to welcome Estate Surveyor and Valuer Jumoke Akure, our honorable just walked in, Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Honorable M.O. Chinda, member representing the local government area. You're welcome, sir. Right, for now, we are also going to recognize the CPC chairman who has put together this event that we are witnessing today. Okay. Yeah, fine. I think it's my boss. I will recognize it. All right, so please put your hands together for Estate Surveyor and Valuer Emmanuel Mack, the fellow of the institution. He is the CPC chairman. Please stand up for recognition, sir. He is the CPC chairman that has put all this together for us. Ladies and gentlemen, noble colleagues, I'd like to also recognize the publicity secretary of our great institution. He's also here, Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Sahib Bab marking the Sahib marking the. Thank you very much, sir, for giving us the privilege to anchor this event. We also have in our midst here this morning the chairman of the River State branch of the International of Valuer, having recognize all these persons, I like to stand on existing protocols, and so that we can quickly progress with the event lined up for today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our own in the house. President of the Nigerian Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Emmanuel Okas Wike. Okay, and your compare for today's event is my humble self, Estate Surveyor and Valuer Gary Kutu. I'm the chairman, presidential media team, and I'm also doubling here as a compare for this event. Please put your hands together for me. Okay, so right about now, we'll just go straight to the remarks and speech by the CPC chairman, Estate Surveyor and Valuer Emmanuel Mack. Please, you may come to the rostrum. Thank you. Put your hands together for him.
Ever working president of the institution, Estate Surveyor and Valuer Emmanuel Okawani Wike. The chairman of Obiako local government area, Honorable George Ariomo, the only mayor in River State. You know, others will call them chairman, but he is the mayor. I don't know if in the eastern part of South and South East people have any mayor. The only mayor we have, the mayor of Butaka, Sir Always. Our own, the member representing Obiako in the University House of Assembly, Honorable Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Honorable Okichinda, a fellow of the institution. I also want to recognize one of our colleagues that have done a lot in terms of support the institution. He was former estate with the government lands. He's a man of dual personality. He has so many things going for him. He's a member of the legal profession. He's also a teacher of law. He's a chief of the boys. The boy Aya in his constituency, the boys do not joke with him. Our own Estate Surveyor and Valuer chief. The chairman of River State branch, by hosting us, a friend and brother, Estate Surveyor and Valuer Hamilton Odom. I call him number 4. our own number 4. Mr. President, your voice number 4 now. The Honorary Assistant Secretary of the Institution, Monday Ahiru. The Chairman of the Local Organizing Committee. I call it my organ because he knows everybody in the branch. He knows how to make them work. It's just of your Elliot to look council members, fellows of the institution, dear colleagues, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I also want to especially welcome the press here, members of the 4th Estate of the Rio. Welcome you all to Port Harcourt. I will not forget 2 of the CPC members that flew in from Lagos. One yesterday, one today. Olajumoke Akure and Osako. So they all came in from Lagos to make sure that we have a wonderful event today. You're all welcome to Port Harcourt. I want to, on behalf of the Conference Planning Committee, welcome you all to this signature event of the unveiling of the 52nd Global Annual Conference Guiding City 2022 Logo 070 Call Lives Conference app holding at Nigeria Oil and Gas City, Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Our conference over the years has attracted unprecedented interest and attention, not only among state surveyors and valuers, our primary constituency, the sector, and the academia, and also the development community. The theme of our conference is Cities of the Future, Development, Infrastructure, and Sustainability, was carefully chosen to identify the key challenges of the future city development and the intervention to solve the headed problems. How our cities look, feel, and function will depend on the decisions that policymakers and practitioners like us make daily. If we fail to transform our cities, we will also fail to meet the target set in the sustainability development goal. It is on the city of the future that we must focus if we are to solve many of the world's most pressing problems. Mr. President, members of the committee, remember you charged us during our inauguration. You said we should take steps not only to surpass what Abuja did, and we must do more to make sure that this conference will be one of the conferences that the best conference that we've seen as a state of yours and valuers. So, Mr. President, we moving forward. Since we are moving forward, we are putting some steps now. First, in the history of our institution, we are going to have 070 call lives numbers so that our conferees can reach our secretary at very short notice and sort the problems that come with the institution of conferences like this, and you have over 10,000 persons. We'll have a WhatsApp. We'll have a dedicated WhatsApp for members program. And then we're going to have a conference app. The aim is that people will carry the conference to their office. If you register for the conference, you will have a link sent to you. You download the app. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, we're going to all every information that we have and the programs of the conference will be sent to you on time, real time, so that you can be able to follow the conference even if you're here. And then we are going to, the main reason why we are here, we're going to unveil the logo for the conference. Mr. President, this product we are unveiling today will not only give our conference distinct identity, but also bring the conference closer to members and our guests. I will not conclude this address without thanking the following friends that responded to call for support at very short notice. We have Dakwala Consulting, Elliot Babo and Associates, Collins Honda Associates, and Noel Mark and partners. Mr. President, you give us 2 minutes for our colleague to give a, because I just looked at the program, there's no space for any demonstration. Our colleague will give a demonstration of what the 707 knives, call knives, is all about. Just 2 minutes to do that. Mr. President, after this demonstration, we will expect you to come and do the issue. Okay?
Good afternoon, all protocols duly observed. Once again, my name is ESV Adejumoke Akure. He keeps calling me Olajumoke for whatever reason, I don't know. My name is ESV Adejumoke Akure. With the permission of the president, I can say I'm fellow of the Nigerian Social Service of Value. My other partner here. So quickly, thank you all for coming. Quickly to speak to the charge that we have been given to do new things by the president when we were inaugurated. One of the first new things we're going to do is the 0700 call naives. 0700 call naives. So what that does, for those who do not understand the phone word, there's alphanumeric. So you will see the CALLNIVS under your phones. You see the numbers there. And this is just to have one number that makes it easy for people to remember to call, especially when you're getting to the agitations of, as we mount up to the conference, there's so many times you want to call to clarify things. And the numbers we give, they vary because we have various departments in the institution working to make sure the conference and every other thing we do well. So we came up with the idea to just have one number. That's all you need to remember. And when you call that number, we have 5 volunteer callers behind that number who will take your call, take your message, and then those will be discussed with the secretariat. Solutions and answers will be provided, and then you get an update on whatever the challenge might be. That way, everybody gets to work efficiently without too much agitation, especially when you're getting towards the thick of the conference itself. The second one we're talking about is the WhatsApp number. So we created this easy to remember 081 88 99 0033. And the idea is again for you to be able to just send the text message to that number, and the solutions to whatever problem or issues you have will be sorted, and you get a response as well. Then, like I said, all these numbers are managed under the Conference Assist Center, and the center will be there all through, even up to the period of the conference, and they're there to just take your queries and whatever issues you might have. They might not have all the answers. No one is an island, and no one knows it all. But then they'll be able to guide you, and they'll be able to revert to you about the solutions or the answers to whatever queries you will have for the period. The next thing we have spoken about, of course, yes, this is one of the things the president is going to launch today, the portal where you can do your registrations and all that. Now, upon registration, you come to our next new ad, which is the conference hub that we're working on launching. Now, the conference hub basically for this year, we want you to carry the my esteemed former chairman of the River State, I said you carry your conference with you. And the idea is for you to, wherever you are, you'll be able to have access to the conference. And it's just like creating a village, a new village for us all. And that village is, we have issues like this. There'll be conference info, your profile will be there, sections, the speakers. So if you go there, you will see the various speakers we have and a little profile of those speakers. The exhibitors as well will have their own online stand as well as the physical stand that they will have on ground. You will have also an idea of the sponsors we have and even get their website so that you can follow up with them subsequently. The attendees also, for everyone who's duly registered and paid, you'll be able to go in there and you can actually find other attendees. You know, it's an annual conference. We are coming from all the parts of Nigeria. So that is one place where you can know whether your friend who is in Belgium is around or the one who is far away in Lagos came. And so you can just put their names and you see the list of everybody paid and not just registered, but paid and actively is going to be in the conference, whether physically or maybe they're going to be virtual. They will have push notification, favorite. If we go to there's something else in the last one wasn't here. We're also going to connect the second page of what we're going to do is all our social media. So from there you can see the albums, you can see the photo feeds, you can connect from there to our Facebook page. So it's just to be a place where you can stand and you can get a 360 view and involvement with the conference in total. That's what we're going to have there. We're also, what wasn't listed here, we also have a page called communities. That community page It's for all the different faculties that we have. So each faculty will have their own section. So if you're a member of FIM or housing or agency, you can actually go into that community and chat with other agency, members of the agency faculty there, and you can have, or plant and machinery, you can have your conversations in those communities. So that's basically some of the new arts that we are putting in for the year. Again, like I said, please be patient with us. If some of the questions that have been answered, they might not give you the information immediately, but it's to engage with those numbers and make it easier for you to get the information one-off. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think the program is slightly changed. We will come now. That is our preparation for the conference. I hope you have a wonderful time.
Please put your hand for the CPC chairman and for a wonderful presentation. You know, how many of us agree that we're going high tech and hybrid in this 52nd conference that is going to hold in Port Harcourt? All right. You know, Abuja did something spectacular, and Mr. President challenged us in Abuja, and we are here in Port Harcourt, and we are stepping up the game a little bit higher. So it's going to be hybrid, it's going to be high tech. So a lot of us that are not tech savvy, please, this is the time, go do some research so that you can be a little bit tech savvy, because from what we're seeing, a lot of tech is coming up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, noble colleagues, please, at this point, may I make welcome the host branch chairman, Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Hamilton Odom, to just give us brief remarks. Put your hands together for your chairman.
The president of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, Mr. Sogan Valuer, Emmanuel Tas Wike, the chairman of Obiako local government area, Mayor of Port Harcourt City, member representing Obiako constituency, the State House of Assembly, Mr. Sogan Valuer, CPC chairman, our friend, Mark Manuel, the organizing committee chairman, my own vice chairman, Mr. Sogan Valuer, other members of the Central Planning Committee who came in from Lagos and Abuja, you are welcome. Fellow Estate and Valuers, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Estate Sogan Valuer, Hamilton, Senior Odom. Like Moka said, I think I'll take permission of the president. Also address myself as a fellow of the institution. I welcome you all to this event. It's tagged unveiling of the 52nd anniversary logo of our institution, the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers. Port Harcourt and the River State branch will be hosting the 52nd conference of our institution. Coincidentally, it will be the 50th anniversary of our branch, the Rivers branch. We used to be Rivers Biasa branch. Sometime in 2005, Biasa branch was created, and we now stand on our own as Rivers branch. It's going to be a wonderful conference for us. It's going to be a thing of pride, a thing of joy for us to be hosting the conference. It's not easy to host a conference, especially the national conference. But it will be the third time in the annals of our history that we shall be hosting a national conference. We hosted one way back in 1992 when the late Gabriel Former was chairman of the branch. Just passed on about a month ago. Maybe so rest in peace. We hosted another one sometime in 2005 when my lecturer, a very senior member of our branch, past chairman, was chairman. And for me, it's a thing of pride, a thing of joy. The chairman when the next conference will be hosted by the third time the branch will be hosting the conference. So for us, it's a thing of pride. And it's an opportunity for us to showcase the river's hospitality. It's an opportunity for us to showcase our cultural heritage. And the LOC chair will tell you that quite a lot of programs have been planned to showcase our culture. And it's also an opportunity for us to tell the world how peaceful our city is, how peaceful our state is. A lot of efforts have been made in the past to the market state when it comes to security issues. That's an opportunity for us to tell the world how peaceful this place is, and also tell the world the kind of efforts the state government is making, to make sure peace and tranquility is restored in the state. Those who attend the conference will have the opportunity to move around at night without fear of molestation, without fear of whatever it is, and it's a big good opportunity for us to market our state, to market the city, so that commerce will continue to grow in the city. You won't hear about these things elsewhere, but when there's a small mishap somewhere, a small issue somewhere, it's blown out of proportion. And this is an opportunity for us to tell the world that we have a state where there's peace, where there's tranquility, where commerce grows every day. We live in a state, we live in a city that's cosmopolitan, where people from all walks of life, people from all over the world live here in Port Harcourt, do their business here in Port Harcourt. And everybody is happy here. So for us, it's a good opportunity to market the city. It's not just about the conference, but it's a good opportunity to market the city. It's also an opportunity for us to tell the world and show the world the good things, the wonderful. You see, we in the built environment, we see as a thing of pride that our governor is concentrating so much efforts on urban renewal. When you come into this town, I hope that by June, the Water Alliance flyover would have been completed. You have an opportunity to go around the states from Rubokoro to UTC in less than 5 minutes. You have an opportunity to go from the airport to every part of town in less than 10 minutes, because of the massive, monumental urban renewal efforts which the government is making. So for us, these are so much pride, so much honor. And for me as a host branch chairman, I was so happy to receive everyone in Port Harcourt. And I do hope that we're going to have a wonderful conference. So thank you for attending this event, and may God bless all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We really appreciate your special remarks there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, we're just going to go straight to remarks from the special guests that are here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, in no particular order, I'd like to quickly invite to the rostrum the mayor of Port Harcourt City Local Government Area, who is just going to come give us some special remarks. Please, ladies and gentlemen, jam those hands together for the mayor of Port Harcourt City Local Government Area. You're welcome. A member representing Obiabo State Constituency 1, Estate Surveyor, State Constituency 2, Estate Surveyor Emo Chinda, my distinguished colleague, brother and friend, the executive chairman of Obiabo local government, Barrister George Ariolo, the president of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, Chief Emmanuel Okas Wike, the former special advisor to the governor of Rivers State on lands, Dr. Anubom Onoha, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, the chairman of the Rivers State branch of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers,
distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I, on behalf of the good people of Port Harcourt City Local Government, welcome you all to this very special conference, the 52nd Annual Conference of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers. I want to thank you specially on behalf of my people for the consideration and your choice of having Port Harcourt as your venue for this very wonderful conference. We want to thank you for finding time to come to Port Harcourt City. Port Harcourt City, we all know, has changed tremendously, just like the branch chairman highlighted. Our governor, His Excellency, Nyesom Ezonwike, the governor of Rivers State, has done so much to change the city of Port Harcourt. Through his urban renewal policy, Port Harcourt is totally transformed. As you can see, those of you who came through the airport, and those of you also came by road from our neighboring states, you can see the change, the total change in the city of Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt has been beautified. You can see the aesthetic works of His Excellency, the infrastructure that he has put in place. The roads are free now, free of traffic. The economic activities have improved tremendously. I'm sure that you're going to enjoy the places that you can visit in the evening after your events to unwind and relax. The place is quite safe, it's quite secured, so feel free to spend your time. I wish you're going to even stay longer than you propose to stay. I believe that the president has every capacity and the ability to host you and make your stay here very comfortable. So I want to thank you for finding time to come to Port Harcourt. As you continue with the rest of the day's activities, we wish you good luck and then have a very successful deliberations. Thank you and God bless us.
Please join those hands together. Welcome the mayor of Port Harcourt City Local Government area. All right, in no particular order again, we will also like to invite to the microphone the chairman of Obiakpo Local Government Area, Local Government Council, Honorable Barrister George Ariolo. You're welcome, sir.
Mr. President, let me especially recognize my colleague, the Lord Mayor of Port Harcourt City, representing the constituency to Assembly, the former special advisor to His Excellency the Governor of Lands Survey. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't want to bore you with so much talk. My colleague, the mayor, has said it all. For those of you that are not aware, for those that are aware, I know it will be difficult for anybody to decipher the boundary between Obiakpo Local Government Area and Port Harcourt City Council. This came about through the rigorous and massive urban renewal programs of His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State. If you're in Rivers State, like I said, you don't know when you move from Port Harcourt City to Obiakpo, when you move from Obiakpo to Port Harcourt City. So that is the beauty of what His Excellency has done for us as a people. And I know that my colleague, the mayor, is always agitated when some people also call me mayor. Because Obiakpo is totally organized. You cannot find any village anymore. Let me also let you know that the city is a city of good things. Port Harcourt is a city of good things, which we are diffused into. You are aware, even before the 60s, Port Harcourt was referred to as the Garden City because it's a place where you come to unwind. People come from Lagos, from Abuja here weekends to have fun. In my profession as a lawyer, we have hosted, this city has hosted the MBA conference for more than 4 times within recent periods. And we're aware that we have over 100,000 of lawyers that converge in every of our conferences. And Port Harcourt has hosted, and we were able to contain that number of persons. And throughout the period that this city hosted the MBA, we didn't have any skirmishes at all. Most of the lawyers even refused to go. Others spent extra 1 week in Port Harcourt because of the hospitality of the people. And that is the message. Today, they are our ambassadors, and that is what we expect you to also do. Like the last speaker said here, you come here and tell people there are a lot of negative narrations about insecurity here, kidnappings here, and all of that. You come and then you have your own experience. You go back to the world to tell them that Port Harcourt, River State is a place to be. And for those of you that live in the city, some people who are even outside, when they hear about their body, they have this fear in them. You cannot drive around freely and all of that. But let me reassure you, since we came into office, we have battled those doubts and have pushed them to the work. For those of you that do business within our own environment, you like everybody harasses everybody anymore. But in the event any of such happens, I will drop my number here to the organizers of this conference so that you reach me as immediately you get in contact with such circumstance. And this is to build up to your conferees having a very relaxed conference in Port Harcourt City. So we're also here to support you in whichever way you want us to do that, to make your stay when the time comes a successful one. And like Neil said, you will not regret being in Port Harcourt for those that will be in Port Harcourt or River State for the first time. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, the chairman, executive chairman of Obiakpo local government area. All right, right about now, we're going to also invite to the microphone our own member representing Obiakpo constituency in the River State House of Assembly, Honorable Estate Surveyor and Valuer M.O. Chinda, to also come give a small group.
The president of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, Estate Surveyor Chief Emmanuel Kawane Wike, the Mayor of Port Harcourt, Honorable Owen Ihunga, my brother and friend, the Chairman of Obiakpo Local Government Council, Honorable Barrister G.T. Ariolo, my mentor, the former Special Advisor to His Excellency, the Governor of River State on Lands and Survey, Dr. A.P.E. Onoha, who eventually is now a lecturer, a law lecturer in the River State University. The local organizing committee, the CPC chairman, and the branch chairman of the institution here in Port Harcourt. We are here basically to unveil the logo which will usher in the commencement of our 52nd conference of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, which will go here in Port Harcourt in June 2022. With the theme, Cities of the Future. I hope I'm correct. Cities of the Future is very instructive. The Port Harcourt you look at today, first and foremost, Port Harcourt qualifies in every standard. It has all the paraphernalia, all the requirements that can make a city. We have international airports. We have also the local wing. We have seaports. And of course, in the road infrastructure, we are not lacking. Cities of the future means the city you have today will not be stagnant. It will continue to evolve. Port Harcourt of 1960, 65, 66, we cannot look at the picture now. In those days, we had no flyover. Today, like one of the speakers said, you can cover the diameter or the circumference of Port Harcourt within 10 minutes because of good roads. It is not that there are two roads or it is very narrow. It's because of good roads. And so we give kudos to the executive governor of River State. I want to commend the mayor of Port Harcourt and the chairman of all the local government council for having made it clear that these two councils are contiguous and they move hand in glove. They don't quarrel. And let me charge you that the conference that is coming, you have a greater role to play. Eventually, you are the host. You work hand in glove with the chairman, the branch chairman, and to make this team worthwhile, cities of the future. Port Harcourt is expanding. We have greater Port Harcourt. We are also developing there. Presently, there is a federal government project going on behind the stadium at Igunta. Yeah, a housing project is going on there. And the city is growing by leaps and bounds. I want to commend the president, my very good friend and colleague, Emma Okas Wike. I want to congratulate you also for not lacking in your duties, for doing those things that we expected to do as a president of a noble profession like ours. And today that you are going to unveil the logo that you are going to unveil will be a testament of your work and a badge of honor for all of us. On that note, I will say thank you and congratulations as you unveil the logo. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your contributions so far. Ladies and gentlemen, noble colleagues, last but not the least, may I also use this opportunity to invite to the microphone Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Dr. Chief Anubong Onoha, the former special advisor to the governor of River State on lands and survey, and currently a lecturer in the university, lecturing law. Please put your hands together for me. You're welcome, sir.
The president of Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers. Estate Surveyor, Sir, Chief, Emmanuel Akamwene, the mayor of Port Harcourt, the executive chairman of other local governments, the member representing me in the House of Assembly, my branch chairman. I still want to tell you that I'm very, very loyal. The chairman of the organizing committee. Ordinarily, I'm not supposed to be here because I'm a member of the organizing committee. All I would have done is to adopt what he has said. But for records, I want to thank the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Unveiling because my appointment came from this noble profession. They are all aware when the governor promised that he will appoint an expert to head lands in the state. Of course, I'm an estate surveyor and valuer and also a lawyer. I don't think any other person would have been more appropriate than me. So I thank all of you for giving me that opportunity. We are gathered in Port Harcourt, and as land administrators, it is important I inform you that the governor of Rivers State has made secure credit transaction in Rivers State very easy. What am I talking about? You know that for you to have effective secured credit transaction in Rivers State and Nigeria, you must have that skill. And you can be rest assured that if you want to get CFO in Rivers State, it is very, very, very easy. The challenges in the secure credit transaction has always been the concept condition that you sign in section 21 and 26 of the Land Use Act. And I want to say, in Rivers State, it is not a problem. It is not a problem. And as practitioners too, I will always urge you, please advise your clients to regularize their title. But in most cases, they buy properties without regularizing them. We are talking about flyover, urban renewal. The state wouldn't have been able to do this without internally generated income. So you are in a position to help the state through regular payment of ground rent. The other urban renewal we are talking about, estate surveyors and valuers in Rivers State, they are the ones handling the compensation. Some of you are not. You are the one, either directly or indirectly. You are the one, and my chairman can attest to that. So I'm happy, honestly speaking, I'm happy to see you people here. Do our best, even though I'm a teacher. Most of my friends have been asking me, why have you decided to teach? And I'll tell you today. I have decided to teach because they say teachers' reward is in heaven, and I want to make heaven. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you for ending on that note. We would all like to make heaven. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're having a nice time here today, right? Are you enjoying the meeting so far? All right. Okay, so we're going to go straight to the main theme for today's program, which is the President's address, and then the unveiling and presentation of the 52nd Annual Conference logo. So if your hands are not busy, please, at this point, jam your hands as we make welcome the President of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, Estate Surveyor and Valuer, Emmanuel Otas. We can keep standing until we take the microphone.
I'm very sorry, please have a seat. But I'm honored for standing up for me. So I don't know when I have the opportunity to hear the new chairman can stand up. You know, when the chairman of my local government was talking, he said, you have dressed very well. I can see that the only difference between we and you now is this thing that you have. So I want to thank you. The mayor of Port Harcourt, always remember JP, the chairman of the local government council, Honorable George T. Ayobo, the member representing of the above constituency 2, our own Honorable Estate Surveyor by Michael Kochukwu Chinda, the former essay to the governor on lands and survey, Estate Surveyor by Eze Sir Anubu Eyinda Ono, the Honorary National Public Secretary, Estate Surveyor by Sahid Makinde, and other management committee members here present. Permit me to recognize the Assistant Honorary National Secretary, Estate Surveyor by Monday IUA, the Chairman of River State Branch, and other ESCO members and River State Branch members here present, the Chairman of Conference Planning Committee, Estate Surveyor by Emmanuel Obunemi Mark, and other members of the Conference Planning Committee here present, and the local organizing committee here present, noble colleagues. First, I want to bring our sincere condolences to the River State Branch on the death of our member, Estate Surveyor Gab of Former. So can we please rise up as a mark of honor to give him 1 minute silence? May the soul of Estate Surveyor Gab of Former and all other saints rest in perfect peace. Let me also use this opportunity as the president of this institution, thank the governor of River State for being here for us. Like the last speaker said, I'm aware that the governor has patronized most of our members directly or indirectly. Directly in the sense that he has been engaging estate surveyors and valuers on the issue of acquisition and compensation of all the infrastructural development that is going on, not just only the flyover and the roads. I'm aware that there are some estate surveyors and valuers that are also in the housing sector. So on behalf of the institution, we want to thank the governor of River State for allowing our members to enjoy the good hospitality of River State people. Secondly, I also want to thank the chairman of Obiabo local government area and the mayor of Port Harcourt. I deliberately brought them. And I want to thank them that, you know, on a short notice, just about 3 days ago, I pleaded with both of them to come. The essence is that I want them to witness what is going on today and to know that they have responsibility to help us to ensure that we have a successful conference in June 2022. And I'm grateful that two of them honored us to be here. Thank you very much. I'm really honored and I'm happy that both of you came. The chairman of the local government did say that they are ready, and I'm happy that the mayor also supported that they are ready to assist us in their own little way to ensure that we have a successful conference. Let me say that we have a lot of activities, and I can tell you that Obiabo and Faga can actually combine and take one of the events and say this are being sponsored by Obiabo. And let me say that I'm also happy personally that my chairman, Titi Aroli, is here. For the three of us, I, Anubum, and Mochin, that we are all from Obiabo local government. And I wonder what would have happened if our chairman didn't come. As you know, live in your cave. He would have asked, where is your own chairman? So that when I'm going to do any commitment, the chairman will be there. But I assured Mayor that this particular ceremony, there is no financial inducement, no financial commitment that will come. And I can assure you that what we just need is your presence. What we just need in this conference is your advice and your logistics. And when you do that for us, we'll be very, very happy. Because we want to make this conference, with the apologies to Dimoke and Sato, we want to make this the best conference ever in the next 20 years. When they will be talking about conference, they will be talking about conference 2022. Because one is the first time that somebody from Rivers State is the president of the institution. And it's also the first time that the president will be handing over in his branch. In those days that some presidents lobbied that the conference, either the inauguration or the handing over should be done in their state of origin. And the council said no. I remember one person, I won't mention them, and they told him there is no airport in the state. So there is no way. So Lagos and Abuja people kicked against it, and the conference was sent to another place. So I consider myself and the chairman of the branch lucky that we're going to be hosting this conference here in Port Harcourt. So the job is our job. We need to prove to the institution that they did not take wrong step and wrong decision to bring this conference to Port Harcourt. So the job we have is enormous, but I can tell you that if we work together, we'll be able to achieve it. So on that note, it's my pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of the council and the entire members of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers to this historic occasion of the unveiling of the 52nd annual conference. In line with my promise at the inauguration of this administration, that we shall be carrying out steady transformation in the conduct of the affairs and businesses of our institution. We stand on the threshold of history. At this venue today, as we formally kickstart the Garden City 2022 with the unveiling of the logo, a critical pillar upon which our conference will stand. Also, to be unveiled is the 070 call NICE and WhatsApp numbers and registration portal for facilitation of communication and seamless registration for the conference, just like Estate Surveyor and Jumoke have demonstrated. Let me say that I challenge the conference planning committee that I want to see innovation. Luckily for me, the chairman of CPC has been somebody that has been attending international conferences. And I told him I don't want anything less than that. And I want to still say so, that I don't want anything less than an international conference. So I also want to use this opportunity to say that it is not as if the council decided to punish our members financially by asking them to pay money. But in the next few days, I'm going to address the institution and I'm going to tell you the reasons why we accepted the recommendation by the FNGPC of the institution. I'm so glad to have joined us today to celebrate this important milestone in the life of our great institution and to mark the culmination of the tremendous work from the Conference Planning Committee, the Local Organizing Committee, and the Corporate Affairs Committee towards bequeathing us a befitting conference. It is especially rewarding to be here to witness these tangible results from this deliberate, thoughtful, and pure professionalism focused endeavor. Garden City 2022 logo we are unveiling today is a well-packaged and well-branded product designed to signify more explicitly what we do and to give our profession a more distinct identity. It depicts professionalism at its zenith, professional ethics and character, while reawakening us and our consciousness to the objectives of our noble profession set by our founding fathers. This should be a befitting tribute to the efforts of these noble men and women. And I think we should all be proud that we are estate surveyors and valuers. We are here today not for long speeches, but as short as my speech will be, I will not end it without conveying my profound thanks to the chairman and members of the Conference Planning Committee for their exemplary work on this challenging activities and assignments that have been bestowed upon their shoulders, but very important tasks that our institution wants to see them implement. You have done an extraordinary job of planning, coordinating, and implementing today's event. And we surely appreciate all the energies and money that you have all put in, including your thoughtfulness, which you have brought to this ceremony to become a wonderful celebration for the institution. Let me also use this opportunity to thank some of our members that are attending online. It is our hope that while we are planning for Garden City 2022, we will try as much as possible to ensure that those of us who could not make it physically will also participate online, just we are having this afternoon. I would like to remind you, however, that the real job is still ahead. Please do not say it is over yet. We call my charge to you at the inauguration of this very important committee to build and surpass the success of the last conference in Abuja, to deliver on the key areas of sponsorship, marketing, and publicity, to ensure that the papers submitted for presentation do not just comply with the theme of the conference, but are sufficiently impacting and aligns with the international standards. I urge you, the CPC, the local organizing committee, and the CAC to make good success of this assignment and engrave your names in gold and sign by. Ladies and gentlemen, noble police, it is therefore my honor and privilege as the 24th president of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, hereby want to unveil the logo of Garden City 2022, the 707 call NICE and WhatsApp numbers, and the registration portal for the 2022 annual conference to the glory of Almighty God, and for the celebration of our 53rd year of corporate existence as a professional body. Thank you, and God bless you. Police, as you can see, that is the logo for our 52nd annual conference, time Garden City 2022, to the glory of Almighty God. Thank you.
Please, can we give another round of applause? Our 52nd annual conference, Garden City 2022 logo is up and running. Okay. Okay, so Mr. President was asking if there is no fireworks. We needed to have some fireworks to ginger this place, you know. All right, so I think the logo has been unveiled. The theme, everything is up here, Garden City 2022. Yep. Okay. So we are good to go. Planning committee, everything, everybody needs to, all hands needs to be on deck. And then we're sure going to have a beautiful and rewarding annual conference. Jumoke, you have something to say? You have something to also add? Okay. No, okay. Okay, no, if you don't.
Well, this summer in our moves, that's why we let go of the fireworks today as an agreement. So fireworks to start on the day. Thank you, sir.
All right, nice. Nice, okay, thank you so much. All right, so yes. Okay, so we can go out for photographs. CPC chairman, photographs. Yeah, okay, so we can do the photographs here. Somebody please come help me with this thing. Yes, yes, yes. All right, do let us know when you're done with the shots, please. You can take them in sections because official photographer, have you taken clean shots? All right, closing prayer. We could just take the closing prayer. Sahib Makinde, the National Public Secretary, will give us the closing prayer.
Can we stand up for the prayer, please? We thank Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has given us the grace to gather here together to unveil the logo of our forthcoming conference. We pray wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for the leadership of the institution. We pray that we shall be departing to our various destinations. We shall get there in peace and not in pieces. As the conference has been kickstarted here today, at the end of it all in June, we shall have all thanks to God Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Thank you.
All right, please, we also have a light refreshment outside, so people will just pick up. All right, the photograph. CPC chairman, sir. Yeah, the photographs should be taken outside. What we have here wasn't clear. Mr. President, outside with the photographer is outside there, it's not clear here. So outside with them. Inside, go outside.
Yes, I've seen them. These are immense. More. No, still keep them. More. No, I will get it now. I will follow you. Just watch out. No, leave this. Hey, Osman. Palm sec. Ah, they don't carry it. Please, man. Please, Thank you.